Amy, I'm gonna leave you with this because I gotta go to sleep. Y'all can take screenshots and use it if you want to. I'm in the blue, she in the black. Y'all can take y'all can take screenshot of that.
Somebody screenshot it for me. My phone won't let you.
Kory, so the only reason you said
If y'all think I was on some fuck shit, y'all tell me where I was on some fuck shit at. Hold on, I got another one.
Hey Kory, so the only reason you suggested she go to Diamonds is because she told you Diamond hit her up.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
That's exactly
right, because she was lying from the get-go. Right. Okay, got you.
It either. Cause you see it right here. This is my motherfucking proof right here.
I hope somebody got them because my phone, I had to go reset.
I just sent it to you.
I got her.
Go ahead, Kory.
So, this is my proof of I wasn't sharing shit. And if y'all see the first message or whatever, this one right here. You know, she asked me, was I okay? And I explained nope, because I didn't like the way people spin narratives. That's why I say I don't like the way a lot of people like to talk and add on to the story. Okay. Because I'm not gonna lie. We witnessed something traumatic that I heard. So I'm not going down that route. I just don't like the fact that she lied to me. Rick was there. Rennie was there. That boy was there. Rennie mad at me right now. And she saying I was moving different because I was encouraging her ass to go live. She said I threw her up under the bus. And I don't see how, because I was supporting. Shit, I ain't on, man. It's just weird to me. But
well, what I'm gonna do is bring before the court tomorrow, the Juke Joke court, if this is enough evidence to dismiss you of all charges, allegations. Will there be enough evidence to get you, is the word acquitted, from all charges, set you free, let you go? Okay, come on, tree climbing monkey, please.
I'm in the blue, she's in the black.
Okay, is there any more evidence, Kory, that you would like to present to the Juke Joke tonight that could free you of all charges being brought up against you?
What is the charges brought up against me?
Oh, we got plenty, but we don't tell them before. We'll tell them tomorrow.
I need to know the charges. How I'm gonna defend myself against charges I don't even know?
That's innocent. Well, right now, innocent until proven guilty, and right now you're innocent until proven guilty. So, what you should focus on is if you're going to have an attorney, because we see you ain't been arrested. So right now there's no charges because have you gone to jail? We're building the case. We're building the case on you, Kory. Right now we're building the case, Kory, with the evidence.
From hearing it don't look like it'll be a case on me.
Well, let us decide in the Juke Joke. Hey, Catrice.
Hold on. Nah, I don't have that. Hold on.
First professional commander said is the charges are being a two-timing snake, like the people say. Kory, are you a snake, Kory?
Do you believe I'm a snake?
Well, I don't have nothing to do in this case. We're only speaking of the case tonight. So you're innocent until proven guilty. Now, if we prove you guilty tomorrow, I might slither a little. But hey, tonight you're free to squirt wherever you want to go.
Yeah, I guess I'm a snake to people.
No, you're not, Kory. Please go where you want to go.
I don't go too many places. Y'all know that. Where?
Please. Kory, please. We done seen you all over the internet since this case went hot.
That's
now,
a lot. Oh, whoa.
No, I'm joking. I ain't been
No,
on.
no.
I'm having fun. I'm an entertainer. Oh, God, calm down.
Cause listen, I only go like I was in T Live, then I started hanging in Diamond Live, but I still was in T Live, and then I started going live, and then I would go to Rennie Live and
Thank you,
Priscilla
Priscilla.
Live. But then when me and Priscilla fell out, I didn't go to her live, so I was only in like 3 lives. I wasn't all over the place. People talking about all over the place.
Look at Fendi. Kory, listen here. I don't know if I have any more questions. I just don't understand how you and Priscilla fell out, the victim. That's what's really it. And I'm not going to lie to you, that's a red flag for me. It is a big red flag for you to leave Diamonds, a place that you say you go to. Hear me out. This is a place that you say you frequent regularly. So you're there through the good, the bad, the ugly, the ups, the downs. What will make you leave, be bored at a place like, why don't y'all stick through there when it's boring? Just say, oh no. So you would leave there and you go to your own platform to go check on people. And so what is confusing me is, why is Priscilla upset with you and you're concerned?
Because she felt like I could have called people on the back end, like, and I didn't have everybody number. Still don't have everybody number.
Period.
So it is what it is. I mean, y'all need to check on Aries. You might want to talk to Aries down.
Aries is downstairs talking for herself, so we really ain't got no room. Okay? It's really no room for us. Aries is down there on her big one. So we don't have to talk to her. Aries is talking, well, talking good for herself. So we try to get Kory to talk. She said, check on her for what, Kory? Come on, Mr. Perry.
I mean, cause she down there ready to cuss me out cause somebody lied to me. And I can't be mad cause somebody lied to me. We talking about two different things, Aries. I'm talking about how we were on a phone call that you wasn't involved in, and somebody lied to me and been lying to other people on the back end about me. Rennie done said I'm moving funny because Priscilla done told her some shit that she said Diamond told her. I was sending videos back and forth. Like, I was sending videos to Diamond about Rennie. Rennie done got some shit in her fucking head.
My God. What was the young lady name up here last night on the platform that went to get information and didn't come back?
That was Birdie, Queen Birdie. That was Birdie.
Oh, okay.
She didn't come back.
Yeah, that was Birdie. She the one that was trying to tell us what each live was about. And she the one that brought the bone back.
I posted.
Okay, the common denominators, let me get this out the way, Kory. Common denominators, Birdie.
Right, okay.
Kory.
I'm gonna share you.
Hold on, Kory. You're a common denominator because you're trying to clear your name. Priscilla is definitely a common denominator, but we got to be careful with it in my Cardi B voice. We got to be careful with her. But she is a common denominator. I have to say Rennie. And that boy. Yeah, we got him. That's Kory.
Are you driving?
Come on, Kory.
I'm gonna share you 2 videos, right?
Okay. Oh, this is getting real juicy. We got videos, some evidence. Have a Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick is a common denominator. This is gonna be good to me. Kory, how did you guys meet?
How did who meet?
The game.
Hmm?
According to Birdie, okay, last night in her allegations. Oh God, this is getting good to me. Ooh, I hope I don't have to put that wig on at midnight.
Oh,
According,
we ain't friends, Nisha. I thought you were following
okay,
me.
well, hold on. According to Birdie, her words, you all left Diamonds, the mafia. Let me murk you because you got a little static and we need these people to hear. And I sure want you to hear. According to Little Birdie last night, a Little Birdie told us. And you just said that you're frequent at Diamonds. She said that you all, and Barker's name is in this too. Now, I don't fool with Barker because I saw Barker saying the N-word, heavy on the ER. I can't let him come up, but we can get a telegraph to go out to him and he can send us word with questioning. But he can't come up here talking and calling my people like Liz, the But Kory, according to Little Birdie, you all left Diamonds to go check in at your platform, if I'm not mistaken. And she said, the people, it was that boy. And you know the others. I don't have to tell you, we'll get into it tomorrow. How is it that the Birdie puts you connected to this situation and you are so innocent?
Cause
You was ready to answer.
all right, even if you go back, you go back to the text message.
Okay.
It'll show you what I went live for.
What you did what for, baby?
What I went live for. I went
So
live
did you not go live as Birdie stated last night?
because Birdie.
Did you go live to check on the people that were there for Priscilla? Yes or no?
Yeah, that's what Birdie told y'all.
Did you go live? See, this is gonna be a good case because red flags. If this a red flag
I
moment,
told you I want to send you the video, but we ain't friends.
I'm gonna have to get this. Somebody send him the 480 number. I will be keeping that video for evidence tomorrow.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna tell you. When y'all click on this page, right? It's the first top 3 videos. Start with the one all the way to your right. That'll be the one. It say this the start of the live, right? So that's the start of my live, right? Then the second video is Birdie talking about Diamond Live, not me, right? And then the third video is me telling them I'm going to get blamed, okay? So the top 3 videos will explain my page ain't never private. The top 3, I probably got your ass blocked. I ain't got a problem. Hold on, let me make sure I got your ass blocked. Yeah, I got you blocked. I can show you right now. Let me screenshot it and show you. I got your ass blocked. That's why you can't see my shit. You be messy in the morning.
So I have a question for you. Birdie stated last night, I'm not lying to you, and I know it's witnesses in the building. Miss Martell stopped me when I started lying. Birdie said you all left, but she contradicted herself. So it's now given 2 + 2 is going to be 4. Birdie said that you all left. You went and started a live because you wanted to check on the people that had witnessed and heard the allegations about Priscilla. That y'all were checking on one another's mental. And that's why you went live. Are you telling we the people tonight that is not why you went live? Another person said that you all did not want to hear about the lady. She also brought that up. That's a good question, but she also threw in later that the lady was not professional with the grant. Which one is it?
Um,
Why
Birdie told
on
y'all.
this live?
If the videos explain. If Birdie told y'all, I went because Birdie was not there in the beginning, right? If Birdie told y'all I went live to check on people mental, that's what it is because that's what I went live for. That has been explained to Diamond and anybody else who asked. And Aries, your husband a fag. Don't play with me. That's why he don't fuck with your ass now.
So, Kory, what you saying is you're just gonna let us, because when you say that, I'm focused. I'm not worried about the comments right now. When you say that, you're to me stating y'all believe whatever. If Birdie said it, that's what that is. That's not the question. The question is not to reflect on what you want the people to believe, which could be anything. The question is for you to give a definite answer. Did you leave Diamonds live to go and check on people's mental? Not what Birdie said.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. They can say what they want to say. It was never left Diamond live to go check on nobody. We were gone when we were requested out of the live. I never went back in. Y'all see, that's why I say everybody want to make up what they want to make up.
So we're getting somewhere. So you were requested out of the live. Who requested you out of the live? Now,
listen, I don't want to go down that.
We got called tomorrow. Y'all come back. The last question that will be asked and where we'll pick up at tomorrow will be who requested Kory to leave the live.
That's been said already a million times.
Hold on, wait a minute. This is where Dr. Duchess come in because I'm like, we got this case we working it out.
That's not where she come in at. That been said a million times. Who shared the live? Y'all, you see, y'all be adding stuff because y'all like, but that's where y'all going down that slippery slope.
Okay, well, hold on, Kory. If you let me finish, okay. Last night we had to ask Dr. Duchess if she paid for you all to be dismissed from Diamonds, and she said no. So you just confirmed, because I like clarity. People gonna want to know. So Dr. Duchess did not pay for you to leave Diamonds live, and you have to leave and go start your own live, right?
I never left Diamond live. Where y'all getting this from?
So how did you go start your own live and you was in Diamonds too? You was on 2 cell phones?
Oh, Jesus.
My God in here. You know what, Kory? I land my plane, and it looks like we're getting somewhere.
No, because you adding stuff, Nitra, and that's nowhere near what it is. And I told you.
No, I'm not.
Hold on. When we were requested out the live, we were requested in another live. And that other live that we were requested in, that's where things took place. Y'all keep hold on, no, because you keep stopping and then you add on, and I'm like, no. Because y'all going down the slippery slope. I told you. I don't want to be a part of the victim blade. I told y'all trying to get too much and go down there. I'm not
Kory,
into that.
ask the people, have I switched to put anything in? I'm only asking questions. I'm only asking.
Hold on. And I said it. Once I got requested out the live, I never went back in. I got sent another live. Once I went,
you also said I never left the live. You also said I never left the live, Kory.
Listen, I said once I left the live, I never went back in. I just said
No. You just said I never left Diamonds live.
Because she's saying I went out. I never left Diamond Live
No, she
originally.
said you went and she said you went and started your own live to check on the people who had
Right,
just
and
seen what
that's why I'm
happened.
saying. Hold on. See, y'all with the word salads. I never left the live. I was in Diamond Live listening to the Grant situation. I never left the live. When I got the request to leave, when I was sharing somebody else's live, I ended up clicking it and it took me to their live. I never went back in Diamond Live. That's what I said. Y'all making this. I was in there the whole time the lady was talking.
No, we didn't, Kory. I asked you what made you go start your own live. So I knew
I ain't get down. I ain't even to that part yet.
That's what I asked.
But that's the problem. I'm telling you. Hold on. Listen to me. And I want y'all to listen clearly. Because y'all keep trying to act. Once I was shared the live and I exit Diamond Live, I never went back in Diamond Live. Okay. So if you knew something was happening and you trying to put this together, if you knew something was happening, it's a time frame I was out of Diamond Live. Now, after that time frame of what took place, I started my live to make sure everybody that was in there was good. And hold on. That's how my life ended up starting. And that's why those 3 videos that I told you, that will give you the timeline right there of when my live started and how everything ended up in them 2 hour and 58 minutes of my live in some type of detail of what happened. That's it. I'm not trying to talk about the part what requested me out of the live. I'm not getting into that with y'all. And I keep telling y'all that, and y'all keep trying to go that route. I don't want to go that route. When I started my live, it was to make sure everybody was straight. That's it.
Kory,
Kory,
listen to me. Give me 2.2 because, I don't want to say this because I don't want you to think I'm calling you slow. But for the last 30 minutes, one of the things that I stated was you left Diamonds and you went and turned on your live to check on the people.
Why you doing that?
Because you just said that you...
Nitra.
You just
told
said you turned on your live to make sure everybody was
you're
okay,
wrong.
sir.
You're wrong, and you keep going to the same area that I'm telling you, I'm not talking about. When I got requested, it was into another live, and I told you that numerous of times now. I don't like that, Nitra, because I'm not sitting here playing no games with you, and I'm being real, and I'm telling you I don't want to go in that area, and you keep going back to that same area. And I'm telling you I don't want to go in that area. Once that shit was said and done, my life was started. And you act like I'm not sitting here telling you that. I'm telling you I don't want to go there. I'm not giving you nothing that happened there. I was requested out of Diamond's live. And I'm telling you, that's where that starts and stops. None of that I'm speaking on. When I started my live, it was to make sure everybody that was requested in that one live was good. And that's it. And that's all I'm telling y'all. Stop trying to reach there. I'm not giving y'all that. Y'all can have that on y'all own. Whatever y'all speculate. But I'm not giving y'all that. And I don't want you to keep going back. Because what you saying is when I left Diamond Live, I started my live. That's spreading the narrative that Tansy tried to spread. And
what I said is that, hold on. What I said was Birdie said it. That's what I said. So I'm asking you about what Birdie said. Birdie said.
Birdie is not me. I'm telling you from me.
Okay, so you don't have to be upset with me. I'm just saying, is what Birdie said The truth.
I don't know how Birdie said it to you.
But hold on, but
Hold
hear me
on,
out.
no.
But hear me out, Kory. When I asked you that, your exact words were, if Birdie told you that, then that's what happened. So how am I supposed to take you serious when you just told me to believe what the fuck Birdie said? Now you
Birdie,
saying
no,
I don't
'cause
like that, Nitra. But hold on, Kory, hold on, because I think
you know you twisted.
I didn't twist that. Listen to me real clearly. I asked you a question, and I'm going to give you time to talk, but I really want you to understand what you did. When I asked you about Birdie and what Birdie said, your exact words, now you gone. But I know what you said, and we can play it back. You said if Birdie told y'all that, then that's what that is. Basically. That's what you said. So now I'm like, okay, if Birdie said that you shut down because y'all didn't want to hear this about the woman, so y'all went over here, Birdie didn't say shit about nobody. So that's what you said. Now you mad saying, I'm twisting it, but why didn't you turn it the right way? Like, I asked you a question, and I asked you just to say yes or no. Okay.
You won't let me speak. What you said to me was Birdie said you started your live, and when you play it back and listen to it, you told me Birdie said I started my live to check on the people, and I said that's what Birdie said to you. That's what it is. So don't twist the words. That's not what you saying though. Because listen to what I'm saying. You're saying
She just said that, bro. She just said that.
Hold on. I don't need you to speak for me. What you saying to me now is when I left Diamond Live, I started my live. Those are the words out of your mouth, and I'm telling you, no, that's not how that happened. That's why I keep saying no. So if you don't add that little part in there, then we ain't got no problem. Because I did not leave Diamond Live to start my live. I keep telling you that. Y'all keep spinning these narratives like that. That's what I'm talking about. So when you get it right, I was requested out of Diamond Live. The events. After the events, I started my live to check on everybody. And we stayed in my live. I gave you the 3 videos to know what went on. And that's all. Y'all gotta put it together. Y'all want to do it, but don't spin my words like I said something. If Birdie told you something, Birdie was not around us. Birdie came in my live later because Birdie the one that bought, and it's in the videos. That's why I told you. The proof is in the putting in the videos. But the narrative that's being spun, that's why we got a false narrative, because everybody keep adding what they think happened. And don't want to listen to the people that were actually there.
I asked you if what Birdie said was the truth. That's why I was asking. But instead of you saying no, Birdie, hold on, Kory, I'll let you talk. But instead of you saying no, Nitra, Birdie lied. You said if Birdie told you that, then that's what that is. And you just came up and confirmed. So I'm asking questions. I want the real answers. I'm not doing a plan. So my thing is, why not just say, look here, Nitra, Birdie lying. So then we go back to Birdie and why Birdie lied, because now it look like, and hear me out, I'm doing this because it looked like Birdie the one left Diamonds and went over there and started the shit and brought the grant situation when you were hosting your live to do one thing. So you just should have said, no, that ain't how that happened, Birdie lied. But instead you said, basically, whatever y'all want to believe, that's what you believe. I'm going to go on what was said last night because you won't give clarity. But I get it.
I did get clarity because when you first said, Birdie said, I started my live to check on the people. Okay, I agree with that. I'm not denying that. I agree with that.
Oh my God.
That's not the problem. So if that's what Birdie told y'all, I'm not denying that. And I'm seconding that. But
see what I'm saying? You see how that's contradicting? That's so contradicting. Like that's contradicting, Kory, but You got to be mature enough. No disrespect to you, but you can't go back and forth and say I'm gonna let y'all. That's not what we're asking. We're asking you definite answers. So now it's confusing because you're going right back to like now you agreeing to what Bertie says. So how are we supposed to follow you in this?
Because if I say I started my live to check on the people, and Bertie told y'all last night he started his live to check on the people, what's the difference? What's the difference?
You're not gonna do wordplay on me.
That's not a wordplay. They're the same words.
Yeah, what you think you're gonna
They're
do
the
is
same words. No,
that's not what we've been discussing
play.
for the last 30 minutes, Kory. And I ain't gonna let you do me like that because I'm very intelligent. Very. So you can't stop now and try to you can't do me like that. I just want you to know I catch on real quick. I catch on real quick. You can't do that.
If you told me Bertie said I started my life to check on the people, how is that different from me saying I started my life? So
because it was said that you left Diamond. See, I'm smart.
I didn't know that because you
the whole thing. Listen, Kory,
you play the replay.
Listen,
play the replay.
You're taking out. Hold on. Let me get because you're taking out the very most important part of this. What we are discussing is you're going to put everything in it. Not that you just turned on a live, but that you left diamonds to go turn on your live. So you're not going to do wordplay on me, and you're not going to take
I told you a million times that's not true though. I told you how I ended
up. This nigga think he's sweet.
I done explained this to you 100 times now. How I ended up leaving Diamond Live. How I ended up leaving Diamond Live and end up out of Diamond Live and why I started my live. But you want me to say what happened that caused me to leave Diamond Live and things. That gap right there, y'all will never get out of me.
Kory.
Because it's probably not true, Kory.
No. Let me ask you this. So we're listening over here. So what I'm picking up is that you were in Diamond Live. Somebody shared you another live to come witness an incident. Once you witness that incident, then you hit your live button to check on everybody that was in the other live that witnessed what you saw that you don't want to talk about. Am I somewhat correct?
Kory is gone, sweet.
Oh, okay. Well, I think that's what happened. He was in Diamond Live. That boy allegedly shared him the live when the lady was going through what she allegedly went through. And then once that live ended, then he hit his live to check on everybody that witnessed.
But that can't be it because he said they had a phone conversation Wednesday night about what she went through. So that's going to make it kind of confusing too because the conversation about what she went through, he said they had on a phone call.
Well, allegedly she been going through this for 2 years.
So she went through it twice because I thought it just happened. So they had a conversation before. I'm confused. They had a conversation before it happened?
She been going through.
Conversation.
She been going through.
But it wasn't about the incident that happened after that because the incident didn't happen. So it had to be about a previous incident that happened, right?
Well, it could. I don't know. I wasn't on the phone call, but I'm just telling you what I've been hearing from the clips.
Right.
Apparently, she been going through this situation for some years, and some conversations was had. So, yeah. But okay. So I heard him say it was traumatic for him, and he really didn't want to revisit that because it was traumatizing to him, as well as some other people. So, y'all welcome.
Yeah, Kory was trying to avoid talking about the essay. It happened Monday morning.
Yeah,
they got the notification about, they got shared out the live. They went to the live. It happened. Then after it happened, they Kory went live to deal with what had happened with other people who had dealt with happened. Then Tuesday, that boy got mad at Diamond and was cussing Diamond out on his live because of her response to why she didn't respond to being shared. And then Wednesday was the text message and phone calls and stuff like that. So the assault happened on Monday. So he was trying not to get back to the assault.
I'm so confused. I'm not gonna lie, I'm confused.
Why are you confused, Miss Nikki?
Because people don't know how to answer questions.
Because he stated that it was a traumatic experience for him and he don't want to revisit it.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not
Yeah, she's not talking about that.
I wasn't talking about that. I asked a question about Birdie. That Birdie said,
No Birdie and all that.
yeah, I'm not questioning. I said from the jump, I'm not questioning the lady's situation at all. But we say these things, but Kory has also said that it's a bunch of piss. He said the situation is a bunch of piss. So I would like to speak on that. If we're saying that it's a very it's fragile for Kory, why is Kory's in a situation is piss? Those were his words.
Hey, Nietzsche.
So is it piss? He said, and I asked him what is the definition of piss, and he said bullshit. And he also compared this story to another story that is a lie. So, which one is it? Is it traumatizing to him, or is this bullshit? Because I'm paying attention. I don't know if everybody else paying attention. So when I say that it's not a lot of shit that's being put out there as the truth, then we're going around a rabbit hole. So he's saying it's piss. Which way am I supposed to go with it?
I think
Okay,
because
so let me tell you what happened that night, because I was in that live. And I got in her box. That boy let me up in her box. Because that boy is her mind. And so I told that boy to let me up when it was happening. And we was able to hear everything already. We was hearing the essay going on. She said, "Stop, Michael." She said, "Get off me, Michael." And the only thing we heard was like the phone drop, and then you could hear like, you know how the bed get the like the cushions and stuff get to moving, all this stuff. So I felt like that was real as hell. If it wasn't real, then guess what? She deserved an Oscar award. Okay. Kory was down there in the bottom telling me to get out the box because I was screaming her name. And I was telling him to stop. I was telling that man to stop. And he was like, "Aries, get at the box and just let them record." Why the fuck would I just let them record? That's just like y'all black people that see people getting abused by the police officers, and the only thing y'all do is put y'all phones out, and that's the only thing y'all want to do is goddamn record. It was already enough recording. We had his first name, we heard the essay, and then when I came up, all we had to hear was telling her to get off of it.
Listen, Aries, try not to, because this is what I wasn't doing, is touching on her situation.
But Kory, a piece of shit.
I'm trying to point out what Diamond and why Diamond got drugged for it. That's what my focus is. So,
because Kory admitted that he told Priscilla to go. Didn't Kory say he told her to go over there? I could have sworn I was listening to y'all, but I missed that part.
he said go collect your coins. That's why I said, what's this piss? I'm very confused.
Right. So when he told her to go collect them coins, at that point it was bullshit. So at that point, is the story even real?
Said.
Right. That's what he said. He said it was piss, and he know people will pay for piss. So he was calling the story piss, which is a bullshit story on TikTok that people pay for.
That's what he said.
And her story ain't no goddamn piss. That's not no piss.
Kory he the one that had the back end conversation with her, right?
Oh, Jasmine, you missed that? Kory, exact words. That's why I try my best. I'm trying not to seem like I don't have sympathy, because I do. But this man is spinning two different situations.
No, I'm not. Right? Y'all just don't want to listen.
Kory, you just said that. You just said that.
Bro, you're not making no sense, bro.
No, if you you shut up and listen, it will make
No,
sense.
no. If
No,
you
you're
talk
not.
over
Hold
me,
on,
the
hold
answer.
on.
No,
Because
nigga, you
No,
don't
you
come over
shut
here
your
and
ass
shit.
up.
hold on.
You shut
See,
up.
You
see,
shut
that's
up.
the
No, nigga,
You're
problem.
you
not
shut
gonna
up.
be
That's the
Nigga,
problem.
disrespectful.
you're not gonna be
Y'all over here,
disrespectful up
y'all over
here.
here,
I muted you because what we can do is have a conversation like
y'all
grown
don't
ups,
even
but
listen.
we're not telling nobody to shut up over here. We're not doing that, Kory. You can talk to us, but what you won't
When
do
you
is
gonna let me
demand.
talk without cutting me off so you can,
But you're
cause you
not the only
asked.
person that's gonna talk up here. I don't know
How you
what you're
asking me
used
a
to.
story? How you try?
Let me tell you this, Kory. Listen to me. Listen to me good. I like clarity and I like to talk and I like to get an understanding. You're
How?
not going to scream and holler. You're not going to please me. You're not going to scream and holler at me because that's not going to solve nothing. I want to understand because you have said several things up here tonight, and the last thing you can do is scream and me get an understanding. Let's talk about it. Be respectful.
If
Nobody's
y'all
going to
stop
shut up.
interrupting,
No one is going to shut up to let you only talk. Be respectful to the people that stay here every day. No disrespect to you,
but
but you're not.
y'all asking me on a situation, and every time I go to explain, I'm getting stopped in the middle. I'm getting asked another question about something because the shit that Aries just told y'all would have never fucking came out of my mouth.
Okay, Kory, what
And
is
hold on,
bullshit?
Monday,
What is
Monday,
bullshit
hold
and
on,
piss,
hold on.
Kory?
Monday was Monday. Hold on. Monday was one event. Tuesday was what I said on Diamond Live. Wednesday was when that boy cussed the whole live out. Thursday is when me, Priscilla, and that boy was on the live. Friday, you got 5 days of events that y'all trying to get here in 5 questions. But when I try to explain one thing to the other, I'm getting cut off. And
Okay,
y'all
Kory,
don't
I have a
understand.
question. Listen, hear me out.
See, that's what I'm talking about right now.
Okay, but I want to ask you a question. Yeah, for real, we both gonna talk. Yeah, that's what we talking about. You stated earlier that this situation was piss. I asked you to give me a definition of piss. You said it's bullshit. You said Wednesday.
I
Hold
can't
on,
give them
Kory.
bullshit.
Hold on. You said that you sent her to a platform that you thought had called her and she lied. Later, you found out it was a lie, but right then you didn't know. You said you sent her to take her story to Diamonds to collect coins because people on this side of TikTok will pay for bullshit. Can you explain that,
I
please?
already explained that because then you write down the definition of what I meant piss
You
was.
you
So
said
hold on,
that's
hold
what
on,
you.
hold. See, I can't never finish, Dietrich.
Okay, go
How
ahead.
you asking me for clarity, but when I start the clarity, you don't want to hear it?
I do. Let's go.
Okay, the phone call happened Wednesday afternoon.
Okay.
See, you already 2 days late because y'all want this. So when she lied to us on the phone call, well, I didn't know she was lying on the phone call. She said
Gotcha.
Diamond reached out to her.
Exactly.
That's all I was talking about in my whole situation. Is the
Okay.
lie.
So you told her to go to Donna's platform.
Oh, Jesus.
Kory, I asked you a question and you will not answer. You really railroad.
You ain't letting me finish. You
You
cutting me
said
off.
that you sent her the next day. Listen, you said you told her to go to Diamonds to tell her story and collect coins, and you called it piss. Your words. Yours. I asked you, Kory, what is your definition of piss? This before you knew. This is before
Why
you
you
knew
keep going
that
back
she
and
lied.
won't let me finish?
Then you said, Kory, bullshit. The stuff that people on this internet like to pay for, that's bullshit. My question to you that you still have not answered the third time, What did you mean about her story being bullshit and people pay for
If
piss?
you let me answer without cutting me off, to ask me the same question 3 times,
You ain't answered it. I'm not gonna say
because you
nothing. Let me
won't.
mute up.
See,
Everybody,
you won't let me
get
finish.
everybody mute except for Kory. Answer the question, Kory, please.
I'm explaining to you what happened on a phone call. Why I said what I said, but every time I get into the phone call conversation of what was found out to be a lie, you cut me off. So when she told us Diamond hit her up, Diamond reached out to her on Instagram. That's what was told to us. Once she told us that, I told her, go over there to her morning show. Get on the live. Because they going to want to hear your story and get their ass pissed. Get your coins. You don't have to tell them your story. This is an event that happened to you. That's what was said. I don't have a problem with saying what the hell I said, because the way that she represented it as Diamond hit her up, talking about talk to us. So I told her, go find out what she want. Sell their ass piss. The comment cousins will pay for that shit. People pay for a lot of BS on this goddamn app, and y'all know this on Messy Talk. Let's be realistic. Yes, I told her, go get your coins. Because they all in your business. She wasn't supposed to be exposed. And in them text messages that I let y'all see the screenshot, I never said her name. Even tonight, I didn't want to mention. I want you to understand, right? At that moment,
I'm gonna bring you right back, sis.
at that moment, what happened that day, we were at each other when it came to it, because there's a lot of shit that went down. That was the day that boy cussed out, the day they was trying to make false narratives, as y'all are doing right now, about the
I don't think
store.
that's happening right now, but I get it.
No, cause y'all act like nobody ain't never came on the live and sold y'all piss before.
Okay, Corey, can I ask
Bro,
you
but the
something
thing
else?
is,
No,
hold
I
on,
don't
real
want
quick. Let me
nobody
say
to
this.
ask me no
Let me
question.
say
Well,
this.
you ain't
I
got the
don't want
Let me
none of
say
y'all
answer.
to
this.
ask me
Let me
no
say
question.
this. The thing is,
I don't want y'all to ask me shit, because y'all trying to spin a narrative as
No,
is,
this
and
is an
that's
honest
wrong.
question, though. This,
Spinning narratives when somebody telling y'all what it
this my
was.
thing, though, Corey. This my thing. You was on Diamond Live, and you was like everybody was blaming you, but you never brought up this part
I
when
did.
you was on.
I
No, you
did.
wasn't,
I
because I
did.
was
I
on
brought us
Diamond
on.
Live the whole
How
time.
you, hold on. How you, see, you want to sit there and spread another narrative.
No, I'm
How
not
you think,
spreading no
hold on.
narrative. I
Diamond
was
said,
in the background. I
when
never heard you say this part about
Diamond
no
said she
kids.
reached out to her. When
Yeah,
she
and you
reached
was
out to
like,
her,
and you hold on,
oh,
let me finish
Jesus.
though, because you like to talk over people. I
Yeah.
know this my thing. You
I'm going to
said
sleep.
that
I
she
got
was
to get up in the
saying she
morning.
reached out to her, she reached out to her. She even pulled up the messages and showed you. You was like, okay, so she lying, she lying.
Right.
And you was like, so they playing me, they playing me. And I was like, damn, I feel bad for him. They played him. But now you on the back end having a conversation telling her about a piss,
right,
selling
right.
piss.
Oh,
So
my
that's what I'm
God. Are
saying.
y'all slow?
No,
No, you
I'm
didn't.
not.
You
I'm finna
slow.
about stop
Hold
talking
on, hold
because
on.
I
Let
don't
me
want to keep
explain.
this
Hold
No,
going.
on.
because you just hold on. Let me
Explain
finish
this to
though.
y'all one more
No,
time. Let me
let
explain
me
this. No.
finish. Cause
I
you've
need
been
you.
up here talking for an hour.
Hold on. I explain this time.
Lord, can
No,
somebody mute
no.
him?
I
Cause
Let
this
explain
them
my
this.
thing.
talk.
I
You've been up
explain
here
this
for an
numerous.
hour saying the
No, can
same
y'all mute
shit.
her? Can y'all mute her? Because this is the whole thing.
Kory, let her respond too.
We have explained
Corey,
the
you're
phone.
fucking slow.
We have explained the phone conversation, that when we got on the phone, she told us,
No.
Rennie, that boy, and Priscilla, they was like, we got a screenshot from Diamond that she sent Priscilla, telling us to go, that she need to go talk to us. That if y'all go back and listen to my live, I explained all this shit. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Go
Okay,
back and
listen, no,
listen.
Kory,
It ain't my
because
fault y'all niggas deaf and dumb. I done said that shit numerous of times.
You ain't gotta call nobody out their name though, bro. You can
this
talk
my
without being
thing. Can I?
disrespectful,
Stop
I
homeboy.
trying to
gotta.
spin my
I'ma
story.
have
Stop,
to
They got
stop
drop.
trying
people
to
10
spin
It
what
minutes.
I'm
don't
I'ma come
matter,
to my
saying,
bro.
other
You
bro.
don't have
page.
to. You don't have to be disrespectful, bro.
Stop trying to
He a
Hey,
spin what
grown man,
I'm
somebody
saying,
bro.
respond
because
to
I
Nobody
know
trying to
y'all
spin.
lying
We're
on me
trying
right
to
now.
understand the
Y'all,
story, bro. We
well,
wasn't
if
there
you
for it, bro.
if
He
you
called
If
mute
her
you
up, if
calm
you
fat.
down,
mute up,
no. If you
if
calm
you
down and
mute
have
up,
a conversation like a
if
grown
you
man,
mute up and
things will go
stop
better, bro.
asking a million
So
questions,
now the
Then he
then
question
called
listen.
her
is,
name Kory. Hold on,
what
y'all, because they just
about
got
the
Jasmine.
story was piss?
You just don't have no morals and values. That's
About the
all it
story,
is.
Shit,
You
why?
don't have
yeah.
no morals and you don't have no values.
No,
It
Tia,
ain't that
don't
nobody
say
is
it
self
like
and
that.
dumb.
No,
It's that
no,
you don't have no
no,
morals and
no.
values,
Get
and we
out of
have
it.
morals and
Get out of it,
values.
Wait a
Nicole.
minute,
And
Aries.
this
Hey,
Stay out
Aries.
of it,
situation
Nicole.
shouldn't have just been
Wait,
off the
y'all.
Stay
rip.
One
out
at a
of it,
Let me make
time.
Nicole.
some
One at a
money off of
time.
it.
One at a
Like you
time.
knew this lady was going through something very, very traumatic, and you gonna sit up there and really give her that advice to get on a
Right,
motherfucking app
right. Hold on. Thank you. I'm
and
glad
get
Aries just
money
said that.
from her
I'm glad.
motherfucking
Hold on.
experience?
I'm
What the
glad
hell is
Aries
wrong
just
with
said that.
you?
Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, Reese,
Aries.
calm down.
Thank you. All
Something is
right.
wrong with
Hold
you.
on. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Right now, this is the part y'all don't even get. If she say Diamond reached out to her, they were mad at Diamond. I was mad at Diamond because Diamond said people clock shit. They were clocking shit on me. This all happened Wednesday afternoon before we
Okay,
even
I'm
did.
back, Miss
Hold up.
Mitchell.
Can I finish
Let
before
him
you?
finish. Let
Go
him
ahead.
finish.
Okay, just as Aries said, this woman went through a traumatic thing. Aries, if she went through a traumatic thing and Diamond reached out to her and say you need to talk to them, the whole situation was the way they sold it to us on the phone call was like she didn't check, like she didn't say Priscilla, you okay or nothing. Rennie and that boy are the two maddest motherfuckers about the whole situation, and now I see Aries the third. So them two been going hard for her. So when me and Rick got on the call, they was like, oh, she hit up talking about talk to us. And I was like, well, damn, she ain't asked to check on you? All this shit is a part of it. They emotions is a part of it. If y'all don't see it that way, I don't know how to tell y'all to see it. But that was all part of it. So I say, well,
Okay.
shit, if she didn't check, all this a part of it. Go over there and sell their ass piss. Because
But we still trying to.
Okay, so
hold on, bro.
let me
Hold
If
on,
finish
the
though.
story
hold
was
on. I just
valid,
didn't mute up.
what is
I'm
the
So
not
piss?
finished.
hold
I'm
on. Can
not
I
finished,
finish real
bro.
quick before they
Hold
try to
on, hold
drop me
on.
again?
I'm finna finish because I gotta
Let
go to
her,
sleep.
Kory,
Hold
let
on,
her
hold on.
respond.
So the
I'm
whole
lost.
scenario, is why when the conversation started and they were so bad because they felt like Diamond could have done more, and she reached out to Priscilla just to only like tell her to talk to us. They were mad, so I was like, go sell them piss. It is what it is. Y'all making this
Let
shit
Nicole
worse than what
talk.
it is. Don't spin the narrative. It's
Or
multiple
it's
days.
like you're not
Okay,
understanding.
can I say
It's like
something
you're not
though?
understanding. When it comes down to a
Hey, Reese,
woman,
wait. Hey, Reese, hold on. Let her say something, please.
This my thing because I was on Diamond's panel and I when Kory came up and he had realized all that the girl was lying about Diamond wrote her first. I was like, okay, they put Kory in the middle. I was like, damn, Kory finally right about something. But now it's coming on the back end. He done told the girl to sell the piss story. That story never came out. So that's why I'm in the comments like, what the fuck? What y'all mean a piss story? So I'm trying to figure out what y'all trying to figure out what part of the story is piss. Because
That's what I.
she went even went on Diamond's panel because I be over there just as well as I be over here. So I sit in the comments and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck going on. So I'm not saying that he was wrong, but Kory, like I'm telling Kory, you never once brought up the piss story to Diamond once. He never said that shit once over there to Diamond about selling piss. He kept saying they was blaming him, they was blaming him, they was blaming him. So in my head, I'm like, damn, they got Kory fucked up. They blaming him. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking his side. Then when I went over to his live, they blocked me because they said I was talking about him. So I was like, fuck it, I don't care. So now it's coming out you telling the girl in the back end is selling piss. So now it's really truthful on the front end. You were part of it. When the
Right.
whole time you trying to say that it was Rennie and P that came up with the story. Y'all
Wow.
can
So
suck my
they came
ass,
up with the
baby.
story, and Kory told her to go sell a story. Ain't that about a bitch?
But
That's
listen,
my
what I want
thing.
is the recording when Kory first came up here tonight, because my mind is not serving me wrong. When Kory came up here tonight, Kory came up here. Hold on, let me make you right quick. When Kory came up here tonight, Kory came up here tonight as if the original story was a lie. He did not come up here with it's a true story to this selling piss type shit at first. Piss came a little later. But when Kory came up here, and I'm not finna shoot around no bush and play with nobody. The story that Kory is speaking of is the heartbreaker story. Be truthful, let's go and drop it on the table. When Kory came up here, Kory started reminding me of a story that came out on the internet that later came out and it was allegedly a lie. That's what Kory done. When Kory started saying, Miss Nitra, you know how they done you with the story. Kory was putting those two stories together as if this woman's story was like heartbreaker story. So for him to later in this situation now switch it as if I don't want to discuss the SA because this is what really, that's not fair. So what I'm going to do is go get when he first came up on this platform because Kory full of that bullshit. And that's how a lot of people took it. I took it as if Kory was saying,
That's
this is
how I
a
took
lie,
it, and
just
I
like
was
the
doing
last
it.
story is a lie.
And that's the
That's
even
why
more
I came up with
reason
that in
why he
detail.
didn't want to get into it.
Kory was like he wanna never dare told that part of the story, but no, because when you telling everybody you told her to go see a piss, you making everybody feel as
Crystal, I'm
though
not
it's not
afraid.
true.
Let
It's
me
not
tell y'all
true.
something,
See,
Crystal. This story ain't finna do nothing. You said I don't see no good coming out of it. I see the truth coming out of it. Period. I'm not worried about nobody over here, none of that about this story. Because if this story got a lot of bullshit behind it, I see the truth coming out. I'm not worried about these people on this internet being who the fuck they been from day one.
She
Everything
said
that,
that
that has me
she
with
even
fear got
sent
the
Kory
police
and
involved.
she even
Right.
said
Anything that got me scared got the law involved.
she
Not
even
worried about
said
these
she sent
folks.
them the great kid.
But then she proceeded to get on Diamond Live and ask them why did they do that. That's the backlash. She got on Diamond Live and asked, why did y'all do that? Why did y'all bring my business out here like that?
And my
Because it
thing
was
is
a
this:
small
is
lie.
he said I'm a frequent flyer of diamonds and tea times. If you are a frequent flyer of diamonds, why would you put diamond in a lineup like this? Because even bringing and telling her to go to a place that you sit every day and tell her to go collect coins and sell them piss mean you ain't got Diamond's best interest at heart either. So if I was Diamond, you could come sit and be around me every day and you sending somebody to me to sell piss on my platform. Now that shit backfired in Diamond's face because you're not being truthful.
Well,
Yeah, that's foul.
I
Right.
want
So
to
when
say
it
this,
go
nature.
ahead,
I want
babe.
to say
Right.
this, Miss Nature. I want to say this real quick, and then I'm gonna drop. Essay is a very serious topic. It's a very sensitive topic because you have a lot of people that dealt with this as a child, and you have people that dealing with it as an adult that has suffered from that. So